people decide no before they try. You just decided no because the system tells you no. You've been sold no. And by the way, not just you, the fucking world. Not tough situation, the world. Everybody's saying no. I just say yes. And then if it's a no, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna judge me that I lost? I don't give a fuck what you think. And that's why I get so into that. Because then you're not scared to try shit. Because when you don't give a fuck what anybody says about you failing, you love failing. I love losing. It is crazy. Because
I say that all the time, and it is crazy that you say that. And
I love it.
About it all the time, because with him and YouTube, and it's like we partner on this. You know,
Yep.
like I hate being on camera, and
Yep.
that's like not my thing. So he does that, and I do a lot of like social media stuff and things like that in partnering with him. But
you're thinking about distribution.
it bums me when something doesn't work and we think it's going to be great, and the idea of loving the failure, that always
I
trips
love
me
getting
up.
punched
Like,
in the mouth. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
What is it about the failure that you love or
I
that
want
drives
to.
you?
It makes me want to stick it to everybody who judged me when they judged my fail.
And that's true. I like that part.
Well, that's it. I like
just
it.
need to talk more
No.
about that.
I actually love it. You just kind of like it.
I don't think I understand it yet. We haven't,
You know?
we
Yeah.
haven't scored that big. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe this is.
I get it. Like to me, it's yeah, it's like it's a chip on the shoulder. I loved being an underdog. I loved being like from Russia and not speaking English and like being small. Like somewhere around third grade, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna be as good at sports as these other kids are getting real fucking tall. Like just like like I just loved it, and I still love it. And it's really funny now that I've made it in my little space. Like I want to do other shit. Cause I don't want to, like, as soon as I won the wine game, I left. Cause I don't want to be the top dog. I don't want people trying to get me. I want to try to get them. You know? I love the grind. I love, you like that?
That's tough. That's tough. It's real shit too, because it's like when you're at the top, it's like there's nowhere else to go. It's
It
like
sucks.
everybody is right at your neck, but when you always reaching for the top, then it's like that constant grind.
And I gotta tell you, man, and I'm telling you, my friend, this is the operating system of the universe. This is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters. The attention on this is the game.
You spoke about loving your life, loving your life.
Yes.
And you spoke about a whole lot of people that don't love their life.
Yes.
When did you start loving your life, and when did you consider yourself to be successful? Because I mean, if you compare yourself to where you started off, would you consider yourself successful, or at what point did you sort of turn around and say, you know what, I'm a success?
I started loving my life fully the day I was done with school. So I would say, yeah, I'm being serious. Like school was a burden on me and I hated it and it took up a lot of time. So I would say the day I fully went there was, like I've always loved, like I would say around 10 or 11 is when I started to understand myself in a funny way, where I was willing to be bad at school and did not think it represented who I was. So that was like an early seed. When I really had nothing on my chest other than joy was when I was done with school, because that was a burden. I've never really deemed myself successful or not successful. I've never judged myself.
So when would you say that you started really loving your life? Sort of, because there was a moment where you'd say, you know, you were the 28-year-old wine cellar working for your father. Were you loving life at that point? Or?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I just, my bigger question to you is, what's making you not love your life?
It's a great question.
So answer it.
Not achieving what I think that I can achieve.
For whom?
For me.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
I don't know. It's a matter of not achieving. I think that I'm capable of more than one thing. So it's a matter of, do I go in this direction? Do I go in that direction? Where do I commit? Where do I put the effort? Where do I put?
But what are you scared of that's not letting you make decisions?
Missing out
On what?
On the other things that, you know, if I go down one direction, you miss out on another thing.
Can I give you some really, really good news?
Yeah?
No matter what you ever decide, you'll never know if the other thing would have been anything.
So dive in, commit.
You're not gonna, sitting around and debating which option's better will never show you which option was better. Let me give you an example. I passed on investing in Uber from one of my best friends, twice. Had I made a normal $25,000 investment like I was doing at the time, I would have made somewhere close to $500 million. The reason it doesn't even sit with me is I also know had I done that, my life would have been completely different. And I don't know that that would have meant that I would have found myself in Shanghai one night for a business meeting that would have led me to, and maybe not paying attention, I would have been hit by a car and died. I believe that you're scared to lose. That's why you're not doing anything. And that it feels better to pretend you're capable instead of seeing if you're capable. You know what I mean? You're protecting yourself.
So less bubble wrap, more school fights, is that what you're saying?
That's right, bro. You know what I mean? It's so fun to be no, guys, I'm not, you're protecting yourself from what's burning you up inside is you know the truth. You know what the coolest thing about being a person is? You actually know. You're what? Thank you for, I thought it was the most profound thing I said all day, so I think you're fucking amazing for that clap. And I'll tell you where me and you are sharing this moment. People are posturing. The reason you're hurting inside is you know you're acting. But inside you know you're scared of shit. You're scared. That's why you're not doing. You're not scared of missing out on the alternative. You're scared of doing. Because if you do, then you might fail. You gotta practice losing, my man, instead of making pretend you won't lose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Because I see that hit for you, don't worry about their judgment. What's gonna happen? You're gonna fail, and then your mom or your dad or your best friend's gonna see you suck, and you're gonna say, what? You suck too. Not doing it is this fake game that everyone's playing so someone can tell them, if you don't play, you didn't lose. The biggest thing I fear when I see in children is their fear to play the game, because it means they're scared of losing. That means they're insecure.